This is indices in 2 minutes. Indices are sometimes called powers, and if we multiply x by x, we can write this as x to the power of 2 or x squared. Similarly, if we do x times x times x, we can write this as x to the power of 3 or x cubed. Now, if we were to take x squared and x cubed and multiply them together, it would be x times x times x times x times x, or x 5 times, which is x to the power of 5. In this, we call x the root and 5 the power. So when multiplying powers of the same root, x in this case, we add the two powers together. Similarly, when dividing powers of the same root, we subtract the powers. So x to the 6 divided by x to the 4 gives us x squared. 6 minus 4 equals 2. Okay, but what do you do if you have a power and you raise it to another power? Well, if we have something to the power of 5, it's like multiplying by itself 5 times. And as we just learned, when we're multiplying powers together, we add them. So 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 is x to the 15. So when applying a power to another power, we multiply the powers together. Now, we've done a lot of powers of positive numbers. What about 0? Now, x to the power of 0 is 1. In fact, anything to the power of 0 is always 1. 1 to the power of 0 is 1, 2 to the power of 0 is 1, even 100 to the power of 0 is still 1. What about if we do the powers of fractions? In this case, the numerator becomes the power and the denominator becomes a root. So we end up with x to the power of 1 to the root of 2. Let's look at another one, x to the power of 3 over 5. We do x to the power of 3 and then take the fifth root. Okay, that's not so bad. But what about if the power is negative? Ignore the minus initially and just do x to the power of 2. Then a negative power means you need to reciprocate. Put simply, a reciprocal is just what you get when you flip a fraction. So 1/4 is 4 over 1, 2/3 becomes 3 over 2. And if you have a whole number like 5, you can turn it into a fraction by just dividing it by 1. Now you can flip it to 1 over 5. In the same way, x becomes 1 over x. And x squared would become 1 over x squared. To do x to the minus 5, we do x to the 5 and then reciprocate, which is 1 over x to the 5. Now, if we apply everything we've learnt together, let's look at x to the minus 3 over 2. Ignore the minus sign to begin with. We're going to do x to the power of 3 and to the root of 2. Once we've done that, we come back to the minus sign, which means we need to reciprocate, so I put a 1 over on all of that.